If you love me, please don't judge me. Got my hands tied, the power's above me. Don't shoot the messenger, I'm just a puppet here. If you wanna place blame, then look to the puppeteer. Family, fortune, envy, jealousy, privilege, passed on, legacy, secret, sabotage, borderline, felony, suicide, subtract, selfish, pedigree, yeah.
How's it going, everybody? It's C-RadTV back here with another video. So of course it's time to continue on the what if NASCAR had the F1 points format. In the last part of this series, we wrapped up the Xfinity side of this what if series by looking at the 2010s of the Xfinity series. And in this part, we're going to start the final leg of this what if series by looking at what if the truck series had the F1 points. So we're going to do trucks like I mentioned a couple times before. So we're going to look at the trucks in the 1990s and its early and beginning stage days and see how every season in the 90s would have shaped up if the truck series had the F1 points format. So of course on the screen I'll show the F1 points format that's going to be used for this one. This would be the first format that truck series would use with F1 points. And I've went over this format in a couple in the 90s videos for the Cup and Xfinity series, so no need to go over it any further. And before we start off with this, let me once again stress out that this is just a hypothetical scenario. I know everyone would have raced differently had this format been in play. This is just for fun. So now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So 1995, the inaugural season of the Truck Series, the season would be all about Mike Skinner. Mike Skinner was just flat out dominant and fast all year. Just no one was on Mike Skinner's level in 1995. And Mike Skinner would easily cruise away to his first Truck Series championship. So under the F1 points format, Mike Skinner would still be the inaugural Truck Series champion. So, 1996, it would be a three-man battle for the championship between Mike Skinner, Jack Sprague, and Ron Hornaday. All three were even with each other all season, but late in the year, Jack Sprague and Ron Hornaday would both fail to be consistent when it mattered the most. Mike Skinner would take advantage and he would pull away, and Mike Skinner would lock up his second Truck Series championship with around a race to go in the season. So 1997, it would have been a three-man battle for the championship between Ron Hornaday, Jack Sprague, and Joe Ruttman. And Rich Bickle was also part of it for the most part. For Bickle, he would suffer the same fate as Sprague and Ruttman, where all three would fail to be consistent in key points of the season when it mattered the most. Ron Hornaday would take full advantage of it and he would pull away. And Hornaday would lock up the championship with a race to go in the season. So Ron Hornaday in 1997 would win his first Truck Series championship. So 1998, it would have been a two-man battle for the championship between Ron Hornaday and Jack Sprague. Both drivers were dead even with each other all season. In the end, no, Jack Sprague would fail to be consistent late in the season or in key parts of the year where it mattered the most. Ron Hornaday would take full advantage of it and he would pull away from Sprague late in the season. And Ron Hornaday would lock up the championship again over Sprague with a race to go in the season. And this would be Ron Hornaday's second championship under this format. So the 1999 season, it was all about Greg Biffle. He was just flat out fast and consistent all year long. just no one was on his level. Just Jack Sprague could not keep up with him all year, and Greg Biffle would pull away from Sprague late in the season, and Biffle would cruise to his first Truck Series championship in 1999. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up here for this video. So, not as long as a video as the other parts have been. It's a very short one because it's only going through, because the trucks only did 5 seasons in the 90s. But yeah, you know, in terms of championship battles, there were none that went down to the final race of the year. There were no Leach championships and only 3 title changes. Those being 1996, 1997, and 1999. So, yeah, there were a couple close championship battles, though, but none of them went down to the final race. The closest was one race decided around a race to go, but none in the 90s. There should be a couple in the 2000s and so on, but yeah. You know, hey, sometimes when it's your year, it's your year. But yeah, that's going to start up the Truck Series part of this What If series. So, for this part of the series, it's only going to be 3 parts, because we got the 2000s and then the 2010s, and that will be the Trucks part of What If series before we get to the 2020 season. So yeah, that just gives a little idea here. So the next time we'll be picking up on this series, we'll look at the 2000s for the Truck Series, when the trucks really take off. The leaching wasn't really that bad in trucks at all, except until Kyle Busch came in. So if you get any truck leaching that gets pretty bad, it will probably be late 2000s, maybe the 2010s. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up here. That's all I got to say. Hope everyone has a great day. I'll see you all in whatever video I make next. Peace out.